I'm Chef Lorious. So glad to have you with me today. Today on Calabama Cooking, we're making a spice bundt cake celebrating the flavors of fall. Come on in the kitchen, guys. Let's cook. So guys, today we're gonna make a spice cake. And spice cake has a special place in my heart because this was the first cake I ever baked back before Richard even was born. So I love spice cake. I can't believe I haven't made one for you guys before now, but better late than never. First, we're gonna start off with 2 sticks of butter. We're gonna cream these. Oops. We're gonna make sure we got the paddle on good first. All right, we're gonna cream this butter. And this butter is softened. I told you before, what I like to do to soften my butter, generally I know the night before I'm gonna make a cake, I like to just leave the butter out the night before so it can get soft. It's just me. Anyway, here we've got a combination of white sugar and brown sugar, okay? I'm gonna put these in there. I kind of have a strange angle, huh, y'all? Looks like I'm here. I was trying to do that so you could see it, but oh well. You can still see it, right? I put sugar in there. We're gonna cream these together, get it nice and light, and then what we're gonna add is our eggs. I'm gonna add the eggs one at a time. Now I want you to notice also, before the eggs, a dash of salt. Just a little bit. Helps bring flavors out. It's not gonna be a salty cake. Don't worry, I already heard you. It's not salty, I promise. Okay, see how that's coming together nicely, getting this nice and creamed. Oh, it's beautiful, as they say. All right, next we're gonna add our eggs. We've got 3 eggs, we're gonna add 1 at a time. When you're adding eggs, always make sure that 1 egg is fully incorporated before you add the next. And I've got my handy spatula here. I'm gonna scrape down the sides of the cake in a moment. As soon as that gets incorporated. All right, so our eggs are in. Woohoo! It's really easy, and I mean, I remember the first time I made this cake, I was so proud of myself, you know. Like I said, Richard wasn't even born, so that means it's been well over 20 years ago. But I loved it, and I don't know, it's just always been one of my faves. So I'm excited to share it with you guys today. All right, I'm quickly scraping down those sides. I'm gonna set this back on to whip up some more to get nice and combined and smooth. And it's also important when you're making cakes. This is when you wanna make all this, make sure everything is combined well. Because once we go to add the flour in, we're just gonna add we're just mix it till it's all absorbed once the flour gets in. We don't wanna over mix it. Otherwise the cake will develop too much gluten. And we don't want a dense cake. All right, look how pretty that looks. That's what you want. All right. Now we're going to put in the almighty spice. What makes it a spice cake? And I've got here just a fall baking blend, and that's a very generic name, okay? It's a combination of cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom, allspice, ginger. Oh, this is a good one. You can use a combination of them yourself. You can buy what's just called a baking spice, but cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, all of that is what you want. And I'm putting a good bit in there because I don't want it to be spicy. I want it like me. I like it like that, spicy. Y'all know I'm crazy. All right, let's give this a mix. You notice how I started a little slow that time because I didn't want, mix flying everywhere. I make this stuff at the beginning of fall, and I just keep cooking with it and using it and then fill it back up. Easy. Oh, so pretty, it smells so good. All right, let's see here what we're working with. Oh yeah. Now we're going to start adding our flour and buttermilk. And y'all, me and buttermilk been dating for a long time. I like him. I like him, I'm telling you. He be doing things to cakes. Buttermilk is the man. We're going to alternate adding in our flour and our buttermilk, okay? We're gonna start by adding in a little bit of flour, okay? Like so. That get incorporated, and then we're gonna add some of our buttermilk here. And today I'm using the buttermilk that we make ourselves with a cup of milk and a tablespoon of vinegar. And it'll just curdle up like that. That is all we wanted to do. Incorporate. It smells so good. little more flour in there. Be careful not to cause a mess in your kitchen if you can. If you need to stop it to add the flour, do that. And the last of our buttermilk. All right. And I almost forgot the vanilla. Put a splash of this in there too. I don't measure vanilla. I like it. And this is homemade vanilla. I still gotta do a video and show you guys how to make that. Now let's give this a nice, good mix. Not over mixing it. We just want everything to get incorporated. Yes. And, see, I'm gonna open this up. Drop down those last little loose pieces of flour. See that? Just like so. Now I'll give it a stir for that. But I gotta taste the batter to make sure it's right. Ooh. I didn't get enough. That wasn't enough to taste. Oh my God. I remember that cake now. It's so good. Okay. All right. Next, what we're going to do is get ready to put this into our bundt pan. I'm using one I like. This one's pretty. You see this one a lot. It's so pretty. I'm going to tell you something though, y'all. If you use this pan, you make sure you put enough spray in it. I'm just going to keep it real. Because that thing right there, if you don't have enough spray for all them little nooks and crannies, it's worse than the English muffin, y'all. Okay? It's worse than English muffin. And if you don't have it straight, you know what's gonna happen, don't you? It's gonna stick and you're gonna be upset. But even if that happens, you can fix it. Just put a bunch of icing over it. No one will know the difference. All right, give it one good little stir. Go down to the bottom. Come up, make sure you got everything incorporated. There we go. And into the pan she goes. Around. We're gonna bake this in a 350-degree oven. How long it's gonna take will depend on your oven and the size of the pan you're cooking it in. I'm gonna start off with around 45 to 50 minutes. We'll just see. When it comes out, I'll tell you how long it actually took. Okay. See that? How you make a spice cake. Well, family, our spice cake was in the oven for 50 minutes. It's so pretty. It's got the nice little breaks. I call them cake done breaks. Don't ask why. I've let this sit for about 10-15 minutes to get just a little cool, and I'm gonna flip it out. So I like to use little cake boards, you know. I ain't gonna lie, I always get nervous when I flip a cake. Especially when I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, it's a little hot still. I think I have officially destroyed my fingerprints' resilience to heat, because it does not bother me. Pat it, feel it. How's it look, y'all? Yes! Oh my God, it's beautiful. And you know, you can top this with a cream cheese icing if you want to, but I'm gonna just tell you the truth. I like just a little powdered sugar on it, and it really lets the flavor of the cake come through. And what I love is also is this cake is good with coffee. You can also just have it with coffee because it's not as sweet as some cakes would be. You know, you can add more sugar and make it, but oh my God. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Okay, and that's it. That is how you make a spice cake celebrating the flavors of fall. Woo, oven's going off with a good recipe. Thanks, family, for joining me. I'll see you guys next time, right here on the Love Lab for more Alabama cooking with your girl, Chef Lorious. That's me. Happy cooking.